Hey, what's up? Andresen here. Today we're going to be showcasing how to play Demonology in Mythic Plus keys and the updated talent builds for this playstyle. There's a lot to go through, so let's start off with the talents. So the talents I'm rocking is the following. I have 2 points in Zachary's Technique, the new talent, and I have 2 points in Suckerfar's Guile, also a new talent. And in the tree here, I choose to have Inquisitor's Gaze instead of Summon Soulkeeper. I know that Summon Soulkeeper has been buffed, but I feel like it just becomes bottom bloat and it doesn't really do too much on Demonology. The AOE you have is already really good, and taking Summon Soulkeeper only increases that by a little, and I feel like you just get too many AOE buttons, and Inquisitor's Gaze is just more useful for those single target bosses and whatnot you'll find in Mythic Plus keys. So I would advise taking Inquisitor's Gaze. And the tree, there is a few changes. You don't really run Nether Portal anymore. You still run Grand Warlock's Design, but you can easily run Reign of Tyranny in keys. I have tried Reign of Tyranny in higher keys, and I feel like it's really strong. I also tried Reign of Tyranny when I was the PI target of a priest, and it just got even more ridiculous. My boss damage was absolutely crazy. So you can take Reign of Tyranny and play with it. It's very fun, but Grand Warlock's Design is still pretty good in most scenarios. But yeah, pick it between these two as you will. It's Tyrannical week right now, so maybe try Reign of Tyranny for a little bit. And yeah, I run Guillotine now. You can run Immutable Hatred, but I feel like after the nerfs, Demo kinda needs another AOE button, because Demonic Strength is not as strong as it was before. You kinda need another big AOE button, and Guillotine supplies that. So I would recommend running Guillotine in your keys. Another thing, this Felsunder, this is a float point. You can put it in Felsunder. I like Felsunder, but I have also seen people put it in Bloodhound Imps. I've seen people put it in Vile Fiend. You can really do what you want with this point. It's a floater point. Put that where you will. And that's pretty much gonna do it for the talent builds. This build is very fun. I'll showcase a few things in Mythic Plus, so yeah, let's get into that. Just wanted to quickly showcase you how the AOE works for Demonology with all your CDs, how strong it is. This is just a 22 Assure Vault on the Fortified week. I just pop all my CDs with pots and everything, and this is with Grand Warlock's Design, not Reign of Tyranny. And you can see me blasting a lot of AOE, just like Demonology should do, right? You press Guillotine and Demonic Strength and just press your Implosions when you have enough imps, and you just do a shit ton of damage. Luckily that hasn't changed at all. It might actually have just gotten stronger. So yeah, this is pretty fucking strong still. Our AOE will continuously be good, especially burst AOE like this. Short packs you will shine at, because your abilities are so fast. You get your damage off so quickly compared to like Destruction Warlock. Let's take a quick look at Demonology single target. This is with Reign of Tyranny in this Assure Vault 22. I opened with all of my CDs, as you can see, and it wasn't even optimal imps I Tyranted on, but even without optimal imps on the Tyrant, I still do so much damage in the opener. Like Reign of Tyranny is very good for killing bosses. If your group struggles with killing bosses at all, you can take Reign of Tyranny and really mitigate that. It's insane how much damage you can do in like a short amount of time with this class. Of course you'll fall off without your CDs, slowly fall off. You're not as strong as Affliction in single target, for example, but you have a mix of both. You're very good on AOE and you can be very good on single target. So yeah, I would really recommend you try Reign of Tyranny in some keys, because it's actually really fun to pump a lot of big numbers on the bosses. And even if you don't, and even if you run Grand Warlock's Design, you will still do a lot of damage to the bosses because of the Wild Imp buff. or multiple buffs I should say, to wild imps. You just do a lot of single target now, and that's really good. Quick showcase on how to open with Reign of Tyranny. This is going to be a single target opener, but it can apply for AOE as well. This is just what you want to prioritize to get the most imps in your Reign of Tyranny. If you already have a few, like not a lot of imps, when Demonic Tyrant is summoned, there is a case to be made that you can pop the Tyrant earlier if you have a lot of imps already built up. That will happen in keys. But this is just if you cold open, you don't have any imps really, you have like 2. So what you want to do is the following. To end the video off, I want to show you quickly what gems I use. I use the new Forbidden Reach ring, so this is the gems I use on the ring. I use the Desirous Bloodstone, the Prophetic Twilight Stone, and the Freezing Ice Stone. This is more of a single target oriented ring build. You can go more AoE with the Plague Stone instead of the Ice Stone if you want to do that. That's up to you. But this is what I use because I like to crank the single target a little more. But let's quickly discuss the nerfs on Demonology. Demonology got nerfed recently. The nerf is not that big of a deal. It is Demonology still lives. It is not that bad at all. I've tried it in the few keys. I think I've done 7 keys this week since Wednesday, the nerfs, and honestly, man, it's not that noticeable. Demonology still cranks the damage, and it's only really like, yeah, it's again, it's a 2.5% nerf in single target and a 6% nerf in AoE. It's not really noticeable. I usually do a lot of AoE anyways, and you can still beat other classes on the overalls if you want to do that. It's still very viable to do that because you constantly have like, you have Implosion and you have Demonic Strength and you have Guillotine. You have these small CDs that you can constantly send out on the packs, which will make you do a lot of overall damage. So yeah, Demonology still cranks after the nerfs. I wouldn't be worried about it at all. And that is pretty much gonna do it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. I hope you will try this talent build out on Demonology. And yeah, let me know how it goes in the comment section. I try to answer all of the comments that I get. If you have a question, I will be sure to answer it. About anything Demonology or Warlock thing you have a question for, make sure to ask them in the comment section. But yeah, like the video if you liked it and subscribe if you want. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.